Ferguson said before the start, a win would be a major result for us. So Henning Berg to Dennis Irwin. Forward to Andy Cole. Good scoring form at the moment, Cole. But Van Hobbel. It's Van Hastel, who might well do all the motivation through defence and midfield, the captain of Feyenoord. Graaf not making a lot of progress, almost got it through to Boateng. Ostfeld, and here's Van Hobbel again. At that time, of course, at Southampton before he joined or rejoined Feyenoord. Up towards Cruz. That's the Argentinian that was suspended for the first game. He's in the Argentine World Cup squad. 23 years old.
Well, there's a saying, isn't it? If you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the raffle, and certainly Cruz then. A little bit of luck on the first touch when the ball was played in from Van Hobbel, but showed a willingness to shoot. I'm a little bit surprised, actually, on the evidence of what happened at Old Trafford, that they haven't put the other big striker in.
Ross.
I mean, he looked a threat when he came on, albeit for the last 10 minutes.
There's a foul on Giggs.
I think what United are very aware of defensively is the fact that maybe if they can't pick Cornet above, at least they'll try and stop the little threaded passes he's hitting. As soon as they start to show any sign of danger, Feyenoord, Neville pulls in so close to Berg, and there's a three in there as tight as anything. Berg, Pallister and Gary Neville.
Hit towards Sheringham, flipped on by him. Now, can Andy Cole get in there? It's not going to be easy, but he gets his shot in forward.
Ball's bobbled up. I think there's a super ball from David Beckham. And once again, good positional play led to that chance from Cole. Started off the shoulder of one of the defenders. Unfortunately, his first touch didn't keep it down for him.
Pallister tried to make some impression there, but I hope he goes back to defend now, but maybe he won't have to because the ball's played out again by Feyenoord. Scholes knocking it back to Irwin. Berg coming for this one, but gets beaten in the air. Cornet. And he was just touched away there by Pallister, but this is some good play here by Graaf. Graaf across the face of United's goal, and they were in real trouble there. If anybody had been well forward, that was a tap-in goal. And this fullback, he scored at the weekend, incidentally, and he does get forward well. He's got a lovely left foot on him.
Yes, great play from the two left-hand side players. A big strong shout for a penalty. Referee spot on for me. But Graaf can certainly complain about no support. I mean, you think if you're a front player looking for a goal, then you'd have been bursting blood vessels to race in.
Nicky got down as well. He's really got it right across the knees. They've taken a bit of a battering over the years, Gary's knees, but they're okay. It's a free kick which Peter Schmeichel will take. Andy Cole was pointing out to the right towards Beckham, which is exactly where Schmeichel put it. Sheringham shot right across that goal. Just did the keeper get a touch?
I thought he did.
It was a terrific shot by Sheringham from that sort of position. Yes, got a very important touch indeed.
That'll go down as an excellent save, wouldn't it? That?
Yeah, not half.
I must admit, my first reaction for Sheringham was to play it across the face for Cole. He was desperately unlucky not to put them in the lead there.
Beckham with the corner. Graaf gets it away. Irwin tries to keep it going. Here's Beckham. Oh, a nice little ball if Giggs can get on the end of it. But Ostfeld had him well marked out there. Good play by Irwin. Good tackle there. Now Giggs hitting it, driving it across that final goal. Beckham, long-range shot maybe. Looked at first as though there was a suspicion of handball on the edge of the box there from Feyenoord, but United weren't complaining. The referee didn't see it, so Cole chasing this one again against Van Hobel. That's a free kick.
He was a bit unlucky there that he happened to be going against Van Hobel, who might be their quickest defender. I think Andy Cole, actually, if he can just stay and not quite go off the side now and again, I think he's got the beating for pace of the back beat. You know, he's a great believer in certain things setting you off in football. It may well be that shot of Sheringham's start.
It may have come off the defender, but it's United in the lead.
But I mean, that's a brilliant. I mean, that's a good spotted place there, Owen. He knows that. He knows
it's Andy Cole's goal.
He's dug that one out. But that's the danger, you see. That's not an actual defender in a defensive position there.
Probably came off his right knee, actually, but it was Andy's goal. A great chase, a great ball played by Gary Neville. And the keeper just got a hand to it. He was too far out to do anything more about it.
I will say this. I think that's brilliant from his point of view for persistence. I think the goalkeeper at the other end of the field would have saved that.
Bronkhorst. Nice, the Belgian.
So they're playing some great possession stuff here, but it's in areas where it suits United. United will just say, go on, play across the face of us, we'll retreat. Early on, Cruz looked as if, on the ball now, looks as if he got a little bit of an eye for picking it up and turning.
Here he is again. Turning. And Schmeichel saving well.
That's a good effort, that. He's turned well there. And I think it was Gary Neville was a little bit afraid to tackle from the outside, running the risk of penalties.
I mean, you have to say a victory here virtually will assure Manchester United of a place in the quarter-finals next spring, because
passing, I think they'll make a suggestion of offside on Beckham here. He's well on. Clinical, expert passing from the whole group.
Sheringham started it. Beckham carried it on, Andy Cole finished it, and that's 2-0. Just to remember that the winners of all 6 groups, rather, and the best 2 second-place sides also go into the quarter-finals. And his 3rd goal in Europe, he got one on the opening day of this campaign against Kozici. He's got 2 here now in the Feyenoord Stadium. Andy Cole, 2 goals for Manchester United. It means things are looking good for Alex Ferguson's men after the first half here in Rotterdam. Feyenoord 0, Manchester United. Caption here at half-time suggested that in that 33rd minute when Korneev was booked, that Paul Scholes also was issued with a yellow card. Ron and I have to say we're not aware of that. The referee did brandish a yellow card rather airily in the direction of Korneev. Whether Scholes was involved in that or not, I don't know, but there is a real possibility then that Paul Scholes now is also on a yellow card for Manchester United. No substitutions at half-time. United 2-0 up. And Van Hobel making a quick impression down that right-hand side. Bosveld. Swift challenge from Nicky Butt. And a free kick to Feyenoord.
See, that's another one of those challenges that in certain games, particularly European matches, could lead to a yellow card. I'm just wondering if the game stays like this or United improve their position, whether Alex might be a bit inclined to want to bring both Scholes and Giggs up. We're both on yellow cards, you know, save running the risk of the next game.
Which is against Kozici. So Korneev on his feet again, a free kick then to Feyenoord. And Bronkhorst behind it, and Hastel also. And a terrific shot from Van Bronkhorst, which smacks that United crossbar. That was a terrific free kick. United got away with it. And Owen bangs that ball clear. What a great free kick.
It's a tremendous strike. I mean, you watch Schmeichel here, he has no chance, he didn't move till it's basket. And that's possibly it is the first stroke of luck United have had today.
It's the first stroke.
Magnificent shot.
lovely done there by Scholes, but in fact he took a little knock on the knee as he played it. Sheringham can't get the ball there. He tried to get in it the second time. Very rough and tumble again in those areas, and Scholes has taken a knock to the knee.
They played a superb little dummy, Scholes, to let the ball run on, and there's where they're all having a thrash here. There's legs and everything going in.
Schneiderman. And Hustle. If they can get a goal, they'd feel they were back in it, Feyenoord. They're some way at the moment from doing just that. United 2-0 up. Andy Cole, both the goals for Manchester United. 31 and 44 minutes. Ever reliable Gary Pallister making the break forward and finds the pass for Ryan Giggs. Giggs now for Manchester United. Over the top. Made for it superbly by Pallister.
Oh, Pallister's immense. They burst out, powers through, all the while aware of Giggs. Giggs is actually looking up now. He's looking to clip it over the keeper. He's over-clipped it.
Pallister again with a header.
In actual fact, the keeper went to ground that early, so it's a pity he didn't give it the Barcelona one and just gun it, just hit it as hard as he could.
Sheringham. Beckham, Sheringham's foul on David Beckham, surely, yes, a free kick. It's not the most exciting Manchester United performance, but in terms of sheer professionalism, Ron, it takes a lot of beating tonight, doesn't it?
In a funny way, I would think Alex Ferguson has probably gleaned as much, if not more, pleasure out of this. They've come, after all, they are playing a top European side, albeit the side that don't look anything like they were.
Giggs with the shot. Over the top.
They've absolutely dominated the game. They've got 3 more gears they can go into. They've got 3 more kits they can go into as well. They've got 3 more gears they can go into. They've won in a canter. Oh, I say they've won. There's 15 minutes left or something like that.
Thank you, says Beckham. Takes it on the chest. Tips it forward to Andy Cole. Beckham again to support him, but Cole wants to go his own way. Gets his cross in well towards Teddy Sheringham. Just couldn't quite hook it back.
That was a heck of a cross from Andy Cole. I mean, I thought he's ignored the easy ball and hasn't brought Beckham into play, but he's really dug that one out. He's caught Sheringham a little bit by surprise. I think if Sheringham thought for a minute Cole could have dug it out that well, he'd have taken up a deeper position.
Giggs.
Coming in for a header.
Sheringham. Irwin. Now Scholes.
You talked about a clean sheet, and rightly so. It's a big feeling to go in and look so superior defensively like that. But I think there's got to be a sympathy vote for.
And did you see who started the whole thing off?
Oh, the big man.
Gary Pallister.
Big man, yeah. Serge. That was what I just saying. That's what the sympathy vote would be for him to get a hat-trick.
Look at Pallister. Easy as they come, that bit, but he was bang in the right place, and United go 3 up.
And nobody's deserved that more than him tonight.
Exactly.
I think apart from his goals, I think his general play, his work, leading the line, always the out ball, always stretching the Feyenoord defence as deep as it can go.
And back. Sheringham. Solskjaer now. Giggs has made a great run for the middle. Just played just that little bit behind him. Had that been into his path, that could have been number 4. But here's Giggs.
They're a little bit more careful in Solskjaer, and Giggs would have been clean in one-on-one.
Hastel to Von Hubble. Irwin clattered there by Bosveld. Quite seriously clattered, I think, as well, yes.
Nasty one, that could have been
That's really
leg
bad.
breaker. I mean, there have been signs, haven't there, whether it's frustration, petulance, a little bit of spillover from the first game, but there's certainly been some questionable things from the Feyenoord side.
I tell you what, that is a leg breaker, that is a red card. That should be a red card, Ron. So Philip Neville's on. See that you can see actually the look of Andy Cole. You can look on the substitutes bench there. They're all looking towards the Feyenoord bench and towards the perpetrator of that challenge, and they are really upset. They are really upset.
I think you've got to keep your fingers crossed and hope for the best with Dennis Irwin there, because whenever I've seen those happen before, they have the worst possible consequences.
Van Hasten and Hobble. Played again to Van Bronckhorst. Boateng. Leaving his kick there. Cornet. Good goal. Well, Cornet makes it 3-1. With a rasping shot that gave Schmeichel no chance.
Well, look at that. It was a well good miss hit, wasn't it? There's no miss hitting there. That's a great strike from arguably their best player tonight.
Yes.
Cornet quick on his feet. You may say that Goodberger got closer quicker, but you have to give Cornet great credit for that.
A little over 2 minutes left.
You get the impression that United are probably, their minds are a little bit elsewhere at the moment. I think a lot of them are thinking about what happened to Irwin.
Cornet, score of Feyenoord's goal. Shoving the back by Pallister. Free kick to Feyenoord, the Dutch champions.
He's been a colossus, isn't he, Pallister?
Wow, possibilities here. But the whistle had gone, the flag was up. Now they're going to go at Schmeichel, but it's taking his time maybe. But it's a free kick to Manchester United for an offside. Playing out the last seconds now.
I don't think he's entitled to have a go at Boateng there. I think Boateng's entitled to go for that ball.
And Solskjaer will hope to make it more than that, but Dudek is quickly off his line this time. Van Bronckhorst. Final whistle. Not a thriller, but in terms of sheer professionalism, a performance by Manchester United that's hard to beat. Their fans will be delighted, and that's 3 more points. It's 12 out of 12 for them now, thanks to an Andy Cole hat-trick, and then one by Cornet, which was no more than a consolation for the Dutch champions right at the end. Alec Ferguson furious, as you saw on the bench there, so too was Brian Kidd, with the treatment that Irwin had. And I don't know whether he's saying don't swap shirts with him or what, but he's incensed. What is it, Ron?
I noticed as soon as it was one of the Feyenoord players went over to Nicky Butt, who absolutely blanked him. Walked away, and Giggs did the same, and they've all gone off.
Feelings of animosity then here right at the end. But 3-1 to Manchester United.
Congratulations, Alex. Another great night for United in Europe. And what about Andy Cole? 7 goals in 3 games now.
Yeah, first class. Absolutely superb. In fact, I thought early on he was the one player we had who was a threat to them all the time. And of course, the start of the game was so slow in build-up that we kept, you know, maybe the pace of our game wasn't right. But every time Andy got on possession, it was a real threat to him, and he did fantastic tonight. Well done.
Andy, manager saying well done, quite rightly so. Obviously, your confidence is back and you're flying at the moment.
Yeah, most definitely, you know, but I'd like to thank my teammates, you know, because without them I wouldn't be scoring all the goals, so they've been brilliant for me, and all the coaching staff as well.
Well, the setup on those 3 goals was certainly very good tonight.
Yeah, most definitely, you know, because the quality of ball I'm getting at the moment, you know, all I can do is score goals. I'm delighted just to do that.
And Alex, well, what a run for United, 100% record. But the referee was pretty lenient there. I'm glad you didn't get any bad injuries.
We're very lucky we didn't get any serious injuries. I'm very, very happy at that. That's the most pleasing factor for me tonight, actually. Could have been some bad ones there.